Career and technical education creates pipelines to provide graduating students more opportunities into careers after graduation. CTE is building a future for students offering multiple options beyond high school. A partnering company with St. Lucie Public Schools is St. Lucie County Emergency Operations Center and the St. Lucie County Human Resources Department. Students are able to train with the Emergency Operations Center as a job shadowing position to allow the students in the program to earn hours toward their industry certification. The Criminal Justice Academy at Fort Pierce Westwood Academy is one of the many career and technical programs offered by St. Lucie Public Schools.
The Criminal Justice Program is a sequence of courses that's offered to high school students. I have some that speak of corrections, and they also speak of the court systems, lawyer, FBI, ATF. So it's numerous careers they can choose from.
Everybody knows that trades are growing. We need all these different types of folks that are not just going to college right away. Maybe they go later. Anything that the school system can do to ready these young adults for these positions is a step in the right direction.
Career and technical education educators from each program work with guidance counselors and business partners to develop a plan of action for current and graduating students.
It was interesting how the partnership came about. Last school year, our Career Technical Education Department here at the district, they featured my 911 program.
The way I found out about Fort Pierce Westwood's 911 training course was just by luck, honestly. I was just scrolling through Facebook one evening and I saw a note about the 911 Academy, and they have all these dispatchers and they're getting their certification. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I need to get in touch with these people.
It was actually my criminal justice teacher who asked me if I was open to the position, so I said yes.
The 911 Public Safety Telecommunications certification is offered through Fort Pierce Westwood Academy's Criminal Justice Program. Students work not only within the classroom for simulated training, students also go to the Emergency Operations Center for tours and job shadowing opportunities, including up to 12 hours of volunteer internship. This also aligns with students gaining documented training hours.
We have a rigorous academic standard that is mandated by the state of Florida. The students must complete 232 hours of training. So those students are actually getting the coursework from Criminal Justice 1, which covers legal, the history of criminal justice, the career opportunities that are made available for them, including the law and public safety emergency management.
I earned the 911 Public Safety Telecommunications. The purpose of that certification was to go straight into work for me, because once I figured out what it was and where it would take me, I knew it was for me. I planned to make a career out of this.
The demand for 911 dispatchers is high. It's a very hard market to get because not everybody wants to do it. It's not puppy dogs and balloons all day, every day. It's the people talking to people on the worst day of their life sometimes.
We may do mock scenarios, and those mock scenarios can be 911 calls, and put the student under some pressure. Can he multitask? You have an incident, a call that just came in that not only requires law enforcement, but it requires firefighter service as well. So can you handle that pressure of that particular call?
So when we get a call, we'll answer the phone, 911, do you need police, fire, or ambulance? And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to answer that question. We'll go through that, we'll try to talk them down, calm them a little bit. While we're trying to talk to them, we have to open another screen, put that call in the computer, which is the CAD system. Put all the details, everything, every word that comes out of the caller's mouth, we have to put it in there. And then once we do that, we have to send it to our dispatcher, which sometimes you'll be the dispatcher yourself, so you'll have to do everything all at once.
From the time students earned their 911 Public Safety Telecommunicator Industry Certification, graduating students seeking other options outside of going to college are then able to apply for entry-level positions with the Emergency Operations Center and then start entering into a career pathway. This partnership serves as a pipeline leading graduating students to networking opportunities and meeting with potential employers right here in St. Lucie County.
We want to be able to bring these students out to the EOC Center, have them sit along with a 911 dispatcher so they can actually see what they're doing before they actually make the career choice. The program that we offer for the hiring is there's a critical exam, which involves multitasking, everything from listening to phone calls coming in, to putting in information into the system, to giving directions to how to get to somewhere over the phone while you're doing 4 other things, and type at a certain level in order to pass that exam to move on to the interview process, where they interview with the team from public safety.
I went in there with the certification that no one else in my training group had. So I already had the knowledge prior to everybody else, so it helps a lot. I didn't have to sit through as much training as they did.
These graduating students are able to train and learn the skills to enter the workforce. After successful completion of the 911 Public Safety Telecommunicators training and certification with on-the-job training, these young men and women are offered full or part-time employment.
So there's a great potential for these students as they graduate from this criminal justice program. We love to keep the people right here in our county. We want to put them to work right away, and for somebody to be able to go to school for 4 years and learn about criminal justice and coming out with a certification, we can get them on board right away. We're always hiring. We're 911 dispatchers. We actually created an eligibility list. So anybody who passes all the exams and passes our requirements goes onto the eligibility list, and as a position opens or a retirement or attrition or something of that nature, we're ready to pull those folks right away.
I plan to make a career out of this. I really enjoy it.
I would encourage any student who has a passion for law, who has a passion for helping others, or who may even have a passion for firefighting or security as well. It ties in to these positions.
It was a good program for me because the law always interests me. Even before I got to high school, I wanted to be a lawyer. Well, then the certification came along and it just seemed right for me. I do recommend the Criminal Justice Academy because it's not only a good program, but everyone that's a part of it, they're a big family. There's no getting away from that. They're always there to help you, support you through anything.
Career and technical education is leading the way with meaningful business partnerships. It is because of this valuable partnership and collaboration, career and technical education is closing the skills gap and serving as the pipeline leading into careers for St. Lucie Public School students and graduates.